Tony Stark AI. After a tragic battle, Tony Stark lives on a digital form as a hologram at the helm of a high-powered robotic suit of armour. Hello and welcome to Centurions Corner, and today we are reviewing from Marvel Legends Iron Man Tony Stark AI. This is the new wave that's just come out from Hasbro. It's a build-a-figure wave with Mr. Hyde where you collect all his parts, and it's actually mainly the Shang movie figures, but I'm not interested in any of these. I need an Iron Man on my shelf, and this Iron Man fits the bill. Just that retro kind of look, the bright yellow and the bright red. No metallic or anything on there, it just looks fantastic, and they look great next to the War Machine as well. So here he is with all his blister bits. We've got extra hands, got a swappable head, and we've got some blaster parts and stuff here as well. On the side, we just got that picture. Again, on the other side, it's exactly the same picture there. And on the back, we got the picture once again with his bio, and then obviously the Shang-Chi movie figures down here with a Civil Warrior, which I think is from the gaming verse or part of that. Not interested. The film looks good, but just mainly this guy is what I wanted. So without further ado, let's just crack this bad boy open. So here he is in his blister pack, looking pretty cool and even more glossier as I've got him out of the pack. And so we just pull him out for our first impressions before going away for his review. And yeah, just that colouring. It's a really nice red actually. It's not too bright. It's actually the mould of the plastic, so it's not painted. But it's just got enough sort of dullness, but enough brightness. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we're going to go away for his review, and we'll see you in a moment. So, I've been away, we're taking these pictures, and I must admit, again, I'm really falling in love with these Marvel Legends. Don't worry, I'm not digressing away from Black Series. I'm still waiting for the Bo-Katan to turn up. Unfortunately, they're kind of still just there in transit, I think, or somewhere. I don't know, so I'm still waiting for those. However, we're still sticking with these Marvel Legends that I've picked up to build up my superhero shelf, just to wait for those figures to arrive. So, what have we got here? We've got multiple hands, we've got a spare head, we've got kind of these blasts as well, and a leg. So the leg wise is to Marvel's Mr. Hyde. I've never even heard of him in my life. I don't know if it's anything to do with Shang-Chi or anything on there, but he does wear nice shoes. So I guess that's that. So putting that to a side, we've actually got these extra accessories here. So he normally comes with these closed fists on here. So we can actually just pop one off and then swap it over with one of his other hands. That just fit on there, and yeah, which is pretty cool. And from there we can actually bring in one of his other accessories, which is obviously his blasting hands to fire his repulsors, and are looking pretty cool indeed. We can actually take the other repulsor as well, and if you like, they actually do fit into his bottom part of his feet. So if you wanted some sort of like flying kind of graphic, you can have that as well, or both. So we can actually take those parts off and then look at his other accessory, which is his head. It's made of a translucent plastic. We've got some paint applications on there and in the hair and on the eyes, just to bring that definition out a little bit. I'll bring the light in so we can actually see a little bit on there. And yeah, the sculpt itself isn't too bad. It looks alright. It is definitely Tony Stark. I can understand why people would want this if you have multiple Iron Mans on the shelf, and this will break it up a little bit. But for me, I would always keep the helmet on. But we can actually take off the helmet itself and put that on the side, and plug the head back in to see what it looks like. And yeah, it's not too bad. Fits them okay. Obviously, this is how they pack him in the box itself anyway. But yeah, it's not too bad, but it's just not the way I will display them, and that will go into the fodder box. I've actually tried looking at the head as well, and again, it's a little bit too large to put on Black Series figures, unless one time there is a bit of a bulkier kind of trooper that will fit on, that we can paint up. But however, we'll just put this back on, and that is Iron Man's accessories. So mainly we can actually look at his articulation, and obviously I'm quite new to sort of Marvel Legends as well, so I kind of imagine this is kind of like a very standard looking Black Series kind of figure in a way. So head wise, we've got rotation at the top and left. You can look down this far and look back, pretty cool for flying motions as well. Arm wise, we've got the rotation all the way around and they can come up this far. We've got an upper bicep swivel up there on the shoulder. We've got a double elbow bend as well, and obviously we've got a rotation here at the hand. This one doesn't actually come with a hinge, but the closed fists one do actually have a hinge on there, so you can actually move those up and down. He's got a rotation here at the waist, and he has a crunch that comes down this far and goes back that far. Leg wise, they actually come out this wide, forward, back. We've got a rotation here as well, and we've got a double knee joint and then a rocker and a pivot at the ankle, and the boot cut swivels as well. So in all, the actual articulation of this guy is pretty cool. It's pretty kind of basic. I mean, it's hard to get wrong because there's nothing that's really going to hinder him in a way, but yeah, he is pretty cool just to get him into those hero poses as well. So really we can look at his sculpt, and there's not really much going on for this guy. He is literally just Iron Man, but bare bones down to sort of like over the muscles kind of type. But again, this is my pinnacle kind of classic type Iron Man. So the face wise, you can actually see inside there, it's actually painted blue and everything on there. And we've got that nice line because where it is two separate parts of plastic. However, mine is a little bit loose. So if you're a bit of a nervous distribution, look away now, because that's what it looks like on the inside, looking very crazy and strange. But yeah, it's just literally a face mask that just fits over the top and slides back in there, so I might need to glue that in place. We have got some paint applications on this part here, and unfortunately they are slightly misaligned, so they do look a bit like just a bit offset, so I might have to realign those myself. He's got his sort of arc reactor in the middle, and it's made of a squidgy kind of plastic, which is kind of weird, a bit fiddly. It's just like a very strange type of plastic that's used inside there. The arms wise, the abs and everything on there looks great. The plastic, as I said, it looks really glossy on camera, but actually up close, it's kind of not as glossy. It's got like a sort of like a matte look to it. Even though it is glossy, the actual plastic itself, it's got a very kind of sort of basic plastic matte. It's hard to describe without sounding crazy. Anyway, down on here we got his pants parts down to his legs and then down to his feet, looking pretty nice with all the ribbed parts and everything on there as well. So yeah, another superhero to add to the shelf while I'm still waiting for my Marvels to not the Marvels, I'm going over to the wrong side, waiting for my Star Wars figures to arrive. But speaking of Star Wars, we can actually bring in the standard Stormtrooper for a size comparison to this guy. And as you can see, the Marvel Legends, even though they do class as 6-inch, they are a lot taller than Black Series, which is a shame. But as these are superheroes, I guess we can actually sort of let them off slightly. And in time, we can actually bring in the new standard Clone Trooper that I've just designed, and he can fit just right there next to his mentor. So thank you once again for joining me in this one. Would I recommend this guy? Yeah, I would. And he's 20 quid in the shops at the moment. If you're thinking about going over to Black Series, then why not pick them up? I'll leave a link down below as well where you can actually purchase this guy for the same price on Amazon. I am affiliated with Amazon as well, so if you do use that, it's no extra cost, but a little bit does help out the channel as well. You can subscribe, you can ding the bell so you don't miss an episode, and I'll see you again next time. Take care. Bye.